Hi everyone and welcome to Bournemouth Physio. So this is my first Facebook actual live stream. I hope it goes okay. My computer is quite far away, so I don't have any possibility to read the comments section, but I will afterwards. I hope that you're going to enjoy this. The first thing to say is that you should only be joining in with what you feel comfortable to do. Make sure you've read the kind of medical stuff on this page. Nothing that hurts, everything should feel really easy. So there's just myself and you here, so halfway through there'll be a little camera change. It's not going to take too long, it's going to be 10 to 15 minutes just to get us into our bodies this morning. It's going to be a busy weekend and next few days for lots of people. They're the Jewish parts of my family that are celebrating the Passover festival, so they're all really busy tonight, and then you've got everybody else who's going to get ready for the version of Easter that is going to be celebrated during lockdown. I am pretty certain everyone is still going to be eating Easter eggs and lots of chocolate, and that there are going to be many little Easter egg hunts around some gardens, which is going to be amazing for all those kids. So off we go. You can see that I'm barefoot. If it's nice and warm, and it is today, I tend to do that, but feel free to have socks on. You do not have to be barefoot. If you've got a mat, you could grab that. If not, if you're on carpet, that should be fine, but we are going to start off in standing. So right now, we're just going to have a little wiggle. For those of you that have been tuning into some of my posts, have joined me in some of my Zoom live sessions, we also like a little bit of a wiggle. And why do I like a wiggle? A wiggle kind of just wakes everything up. We can wiggle without any judgment. You can see me, I can't see you. So you get to watch as I wiggle. And it just gets the blood flowing everywhere. You can wiggle your toes, you can wiggle your elbows, you can wiggle your shoulders. If there are any kids joining in, have a really good wiggle. Maybe look at your parents who may be wiggling a little bit self-consciously. That means they're a bit embarrassed, but everybody else just have a little bit of a wiggle. I'm sure all you kids out there know how to wiggle better than your parents. Maybe wiggle through the hips, wiggle through the knees, wiggle through the feet, and turn to the side. Lovely little wiggle. Feel yourself getting a tiny bit warmer as you wiggle. Okay, so I'm not going to go through a particular style. I am not going to teach you yoga. I am a Pilates teacher. I'm not going to specifically teach you Pilates today. I'm going to do a combination of a really lovely stretch routine, working through the body, nothing too difficult. And you can stop at any point that you want. So we're going to start off with our neck. So as comfortable, making sure nothing's going to be sore. Take a breath in if you want, and then turn your head to the side. Maybe come back to center, breathing in, breathing out, turn your head to the other side. And back to center again, turn to the side, and then breathing in, and then breathing out. Pay attention, does one side of your neck feel a little bit tighter? That's okay, that can be really normal. If 0 is absolutely no feeling for you older people out there who may be worried about this, then 10 out of 10 would be a bit, or would be really sore, not a bit sore. Maybe stretch to just a 1 or a 2, and off we go again. No dizziness, feeling really comfortable, and go again. Back to center. So we're going to take an advanced version of that. If you try anything up at the next level and you don't feel comfortable, go back to the level below. Turning the head, looking down and round. The stretch will feel a bit different. Coming up to the side, breathing in. Going down and round. Coming back up. And again, breathe in, breathe out. Down and round. Breathing in, breathing out. And again. Now I will talk through breath work a bit. When I teach my Pilates class, breath work is fine for some people. Other people find it really difficult to tune in. So don't worry about doing that. So let's go on to our shoulders. Really simple, everyone. We're just going to roll the shoulder. Can you roll one at a time? Feeling everything loosen up. Rolling, rolling, rolling. And then the next side, just having a go. Just roll through that. Please don't worry if there's any clicks and crunches. Again, if little people, you won't know what I'm talking about, but for older people, you may be feeling some clicks and crunches. pretty normal, okay? And then can you do 2 together? Be aware of your feet at the moment. As you do this, can you keep your body still, or are you rocking forwards and back? See if you can be really still, everyone, really, really still. Just make your shoulders move. So an advanced version, keep following me as you can, hands on your shoulder, just going to a little bigger roll back. Keep going. I'm going to do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we're going to go to the other side, so holding onto the shoulder, and we're going to roll. We're going to go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Double roll. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And backstroke, so one arm going back. Now, the magic of doing this in your living room is that parts of your body get cut off. So at the moment, my fingertips have got cut off, and that is fine, they're still attached. So, rolling back as if we're going into the sea or going into that pool. Rolling back. Keep going. If it feels comfortable, really stretch as you do this. Anybody who's got shoulder problems, please back off this movement. Go back to the exercise that felt comfortable, or just even make it a little bit smaller. Okay, if you feel comfortable. And I am going backwards because all of us spend loads of time hunched over things and bent forwards. So backwards is the best thing for you to do right now in today's session. Okay, and then double. Feel that air. Kids, maybe this feels like a little bit of a windmill where you're going to start taking off when you're going to fly. Off we go. 3, 2, and a 1, and give everything a shake. So everything's going to be warmer. Now, what about our elbows? So bend the elbows, bend the elbows. All right. Can you do a double bend? So if your brain's just exploded with this because it feels too complicated, go back to single elbow bends. If you're okay, double elbow bends. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and as if we're holding a tray, we're going to go down, up, palms down and up, palms down and up, palms down and up. Okay, palms down and up. And this again warms up our elbow joints. Down and up and down and up, down and up. What about those wrists? So up and down, making circles if we can, forwards and back, as if we're stirring pots. So forwards and back, and wiggle those fingers, wiggle those fingers, wiggle those fingers. Hold your hands together as if you're shaking your wrists. So forwards and back, and you can slow it down. You do not have to go so fast. Slow it down, slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. Circling. Okay, so arms are nice and relaxed. Let's come on to our waist. So breath work will start again. Ignore it if it's too much. Breathe in, gently side bend. You're gonna feel a stretch in the side. And this is when you want to tune in, breathe in and breathe out. So tune into that stretch. 0 is no stretch, maybe 1 or 2 as a feeling. And again, come back to center and then just lift up. Arm is going to get cut off again. Coming back to center, off we go. Stretch, stretch, stretch. This is an advanced level, so if it was uncomfortable, stick to bending with your arm by your side. I'm going to mix it up a bit and then come up, and we're going to go to the other side. And then one more, whatever level you feel comfortable. Come back, and then to the other side. All right, from here, I'm going to stand side on. We're going to pick up our hands and we're going to push them away, and we're going to bend our upper back, looking down, chin onto our chest. Breathing in and out, in and out. And then we're going to stretch right up to the ceiling. And then shoulders are going to go down. And again, coming up, pushing away, and then all the way up. and then down. I'll do that front on once more, coming up, pushing away. The kids out there, pretend you've got a big bear inside your arms. I like thinking things like that as well. So adults, feel free to join in with that thought. And then calm down. Shake, 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 shake. Arms across your chest. So only doing this if you know it's safe for you to be twisting. So fingertips on your shoulders, breathing in, breathing out, have a little twist. Breathing in, breathing out. So people who need to be definitely careful is if you've been told you can't twist. For people who have osteoporosis out there, the simple rule is you shouldn't be doing a lot of twisting, you shouldn't be doing a lot of bending of the spine when it comes to exercise. Not going to go into that in further details, but this is not generally an exercise for you. Turning, come back to centre. Come back to centre. And once more, I love this. So keep going with that level. If you want to do something a little bit more fun, you can twist with your whole body. So again, tuning into yourself, doing what feels comfortable. And kids out there, can you do this? And as you twist, maybe your hands kind of just bounce against your body. Just twisting. Can you feel the air as you're turning? And we're going to go for 5, 4, 3, really relax, 2, and 1. Back to centre. Bit more opening up the chest now. So we're going to bring our arms up. I'm going to turn side on again. We're going to pretend we're shooting a bow and arrow. So my elbow's going to draw back. And I'm going to come forwards. And change arms. I'm going to do it with the same arm. And you can make this harder for those that can twist. Turn the back, turn the head, come back. Let's do it with the breath work. So we're going to breathe in and breathe out. And breathe in and breathe out. And breathe in and breathe out. I love this stretch. I'm going to turn around so I can do it on the other side. Keep going, either alternating arms or switch with me. Breathing out, breathing in. Warming through those shoulders. And again. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Just drop the arms. They're going to feel like they've warmed up now. We're going to do one more for our arms. So standing here, we're going to draw a rainbow, drawing a rainbow. So you're going to just allow your arm to go back, allow your arm to go forwards. For those that can twist, you can twist with that breathing out. Breathing in, we are going to alternate arms. Breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in. If anyone's arms are getting heavy but getting sore, just relax your arm in between. So I do this, I then come back, I then switch my arms and then come back. I would then switch my arms, keep going. If you feel comfortable, then you will feel some effort coming up into the arms and then come back. 2 more. And then 1 more. So hopefully you can see my feet. Where's the corner? Okay, if I wiggle this way, you can see my feet a little bit better. Yeah, it's always bizarre when you're looking at yourself on the screen. So we're going to warm up our feet. So you're going to come up onto those tiptoes. Hold on if you need. If you don't have such great balance, that's something that you can be working on. And then down. And I've got a balance session coming up on one of my events. So have a look into that. If as soon as I've done this, you're like, oh, I feel a little bit unsteady, please for now hold on. Please check out my events and have a look when that balance session's coming up. I think it's in the next couple of weeks on the top of my head, and then down. All right, we've got 3 more. You'll feel this through the toes, you'll feel this through your calves. Can you grow tall? Can we do it once more? And coming up. Maybe just release the feet, wiggle the foot. Again, please hold on if you know your balance isn't too good at the moment. It can get better. Don't get disappointed by that. Don't feel frustrated. Just wiggling your feet. And again, any kids out there, if you can write, can you try and write your name with your foot? Adults can do this too. You can use your nickname if you're feeling a bit unsteady. It's a really lovely little exercise to do. It warms up the foot and ankle. And then the other side. So it also teaches you to write with your right and left foot, which I find quite amusing. And then relax. So last thing, we're going to come onto our hips. Just going to wiggle the hips. Nothing technical today. We can get more technical with this. But as if you've got a big hula hoop, can you be circling? Nice and gently. Nice and gently. And then we're going to go the other way. Just circling the body. You'll find one way feels quite natural. You'll find another way, maybe I like the word clunky. So it can feel a little bit clunky. So just rolling forwards and back. Hips now. So get a chair, go and hold on to something, maybe take your phone somewhere else for those of you that feel that they don't have balance. I really want you to focus on the hip rather than balancing. We're going to just bring our knee up to our chest. Our knee up to our chest. It is a simple exercise, everyone. You're gonna, if you're used to yoga, you're like, oh my gosh, this is just a marching thing. Well, footballers do it, we all do it. It helps warm up those hip joints. Just marching up and down. And we're gonna go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and that little release sticky sound, if you can hear it, is just I'm on a yoga mat and it's good and sticky. So we're then gonna go backwards. Trick for going backwards is I don't want to be bowing forwards at the same time. So my foot's going to go back and there. Back and here. If this is quite easy, you can add an element of balance and just allow that hip to go back. But I'm not bowing forwards. I'm trying to stay really tall and switch. I'm also doing it on one leg so you don't hear all the stickiness. Few more. And back to centre. Let's go to the side. So this is just foot taps. Warming up that whole hip joint. 2 and 1. And then the other side. 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. So next version, be careful. If I've got any older people joining in and you have had something done to your hip, if you have had a hip replacement, please can you just go back to either tapping to the side, front or back. Do not do this level. If your hip feels okay, we're going to circle. So this is a harder exercise. Moves the hip around, holding on if you need. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And other side, you may feel some effort in the leg that you're standing on. 5, 4, 3, oh, look at me go. 2, don't get too busy. 1. And there we go. Did one more for luck just because I was a bit wobbly. Right, I'm going to just move this mat that I've wiggled away. We're going to come on to a stretch for our calf. Hope you can see me. If this looks wrong, I'll just change my camera. I think that's fine. So to stretch out the calf is the muscle kind of at the back of my shin. Both feet are flat. My front knee bends forwards. My back heel is down. And breathe. If you cannot get your back heel down, if your knee is bending and it can't be straight, take your back leg, step it forwards a bit. It means it's just too tight. So I'm going to come back here, which is where I feel my stretch, and we're going to just keep holding. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in and out, breathing in and out. We are going to keep holding for a little bit. We do not rush stretches. and then we're going to change. So hopefully if I wiggle backwards you can still see me. Maybe this side is a bit different. Remember, get that back heel down, get that back knee straight. If it's too much, bring the foot forwards a bit and hold. Keep holding. Maybe you've had a look outside, I don't know where you're watching this from, but in London today it's really sunny. Just at some point today, I know we're in lockdown, make sure that you're not going out unnecessarily, but even if you stand outside your front door and get some air in your face, get some sunshine on your face. Last few seconds, and then we're going to go. So we're going to stretch out a muscle that's often forgotten about. If you do yoga, if you do football, you will actually be used to stretching this. A lot of other people, I think we did this as kids at school and we forgot, so we're going to stretch out our groin. So we're going to be wide legs apart, so wider than hip width. I'm going to bend this knee and I'm just going to gently side lunge and I'm going to get a stretch. For me, it also comes up a little bit into the front of my hip, but into my groin. Go back to that 0 to 10 score. 0 is no stretch, 10 is horrific. So you're just going to stretch so that there's a very, 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 very gentle pull and just holding. Just keep holding. A few more seconds. And then we're going to go to the other side. We're going to hold nice and gently as a stretch. There we go. Breathing in and out, in and out. Okay. So this is when you should hold on or grab a chair. We're going to stretch out the front of our hip. What have I got around? Okay, I am going to grab something, just a second. Okay, so this is just a piece of cloth. If you find it difficult to hold the bottom of your leg, I'm going to show you something simple you can do. This is the stretch for the front of our thigh. Really important that we tuck our bottom under. Please hold on as you stretch. If you're wobbling around, the stretch isn't going to be that good. Everyone keep holding for the moment. If you find you can't reach that, you can get something, pop it around your foot and ankle, and help lift the leg up. And just hold it that way. So I'll just pop that down, just holding, tucking my bottom under, feeling a stretch at the front of my thigh. And we're going to change. So I'm going to turn around so that you can see. One side is always easier to lift up. So I'm going to grab my foot and I'm going to hold. I've got my lovely picture here so I can always stare at something. But if I knew my balance was poor, I would be holding on. So keep breathing in and out, tucking my bottom under. If it feels too strong, release it off a bit. Keep holding. Keep holding. And relax. And shaking those legs, shaking those legs. So we're going to go down onto the mat. We're going to do a few things, as I said before. If you're on your carpet, that's fine. If you do have a mat, you can go and grab it. So this is kind of the interlude, where you'll see me doing stuff as well. No special camera person that's going to adjust this, so it's just me. There we go. So from here, which is a good way to lie, this is a good way to lie. Grabbing a cushion or a pillow. I happen to have my Pilates head block. So we're going to just finish off. We're just really doing some simple stretches today. So let's finish off with our legs. Going to fold one knee up. Take your hands, hold behind the back of your leg. Or if you've still got your belt or your towel, you can hold that to help hold your leg. You're going to gently straighten. 2 out of 10 stretch. Please, if you're getting any tingling, any zinging in your leg, or your foot, can you stop this? But for most people you should be okay, gently holding it. And if you feel okay and it feels comfortable, you can maybe bend and straighten your foot. I do this sometimes with my knees bent, sometimes I do it with my legs straight. Maybe have a little feel what you prefer. And we're going to circle the ankle if you want. We're going to just hold for a little bit longer. Gently stretching. And then we're going to bend down, change legs, holding behind the back of that thigh. Gently holding. Checking in with how that feels. Maybe bending and straightening. Wiggling the foot. Moving it around. Stretching out the bottom. Crossing the ankle over the hip, keeping it there. If it feels comfortable, bring your knee up to your chest, holding the leg wherever you feel supports it. This is going to stretch out the bottom muscle, and breathing in and out, in and out. Keep holding. If it feels really heavy, get that towel again. Use it to help hold the leg. Pop the foot down and we're going to change over. And just gently feel that stretch. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Holding that position, stretching out the bottom. It's kind of your glutes and your piriformis muscle for those of you who want to know the names of the muscles. And relax. Alright, finishing off either with a single knee hug or a double knee hug. Just bringing this up, having a gentle roll around. Nice and comfortable, nice and supportive. Just rolling. And then the other way. And then coming back down. So I'm just going to pop up here so that you can see me. Thank you very much for joining in with my first live. Lovely to see the people out there. I hope you enjoy and just stay safe, stay well. Think about giving back if you can, but making sure you are safe as you do so. Bye for now.